Hey, guys. The queen is back. Today, I'm going to do a topic on energy. I got a couple people that thought that they wanted me to, that reached out that wanted me to talk about energy. And something in one of my first videos I said is that the energy we put out, we get back. And they found that as something that could be a good discussion. So we're going to discuss that today. Like, share, subscribe, and definitely check out all the videos I started from the from video one, Family Ties, and let's get started. Like I said before, I am going to start my page off when I do my videos with a slight affirmation, just to protect not just me, myself, my family, but those that are watching and those that are listening. So I call upon my divine elemental ancestors, fire, earth, air, water, spirit, divine mother of wisdom, divine father of protection. Shield me and grant lessons learned solely due to greatest joys, peace, and abundance to myself, my children, Mother Tiamat, divine feminine, masculine, the innocence, the just, divine unions, those animal, newborn, and elder, aquatic, insect, and plant family, to live life fulfilling my dharma with infinite inner love, peace, respect, loyalty, great health, and wealth now. And so it is. And so it may be. So, guys, today on energy, again, we're going to start off at the energy you put out, you get back. And I noticed like that's a trend now, Everybody's like, oh, keep that negativity away from me. And, I see them writing it on posts. I see them putting it up, but I don't really see them walking the talk. If that makes sense. Like a lot of people talk about they don't want to be around negativity, but at the same token, they're entertaining negativity. They're producing negativity. They're feeding the fire and the fuel of negativity. So when people say, they don't want to be in negative or low vibrational situations or in negative or low vibrational surroundings or around people that's negative or low vibrational, usually they would not just preach it, it would be part of their practice. And what I see in our society today is a lot of people preach but don't practice. A lot of people listen, but they don't listen to understand or overstand or take it in and make it part of their daily life and their daily routine. So we're going to get on how, you are the company you keep because of energy. And I'm going to give a few examples of how you are the company you keep and how energy exchange is powerful and energy exchange is real. We as individuals don't really realize that when we get around people, we're absorbing each other's energy, and whether it's high vibrational, whether it's low vibrational, we don't even realize that sometimes when we listen to certain music, how it's changing our energy, right? Me personally, I know like I meditate a lot. So lately in my car, I even listen to meditation while I'm driving. That's what keeps me calm. It calms the road rage. It calms me entertaining what I call the entertainment. Because if you look around, everything is entertainment. And it's what you make of it and what you make relevant to your life and towards your life. So in the aspect of me talking about the music, what I've noticed is, when I'm not, entertaining my meditation music or I'm not entertaining my hurts or something that's just going to calm me and have me thinking more positive. If I put on a certain sound or a certain hurts in my car and they're saying certain words, I'm getting amped. It's changing my energy. I'm out. I'm driving fast now. I'm speeding, right? Right? I'm not gonna lie. Like I put on a certain tune, I'm NASCAR, right? That's all energy. And I know I'm not the only one that can relate to that when I say it's certain tunes and certain tones that we put on that will change your vibration, will change your feeling. It will have you on go, right? Right? Yeah. So that's one aspect of energy exchange and how everything around us is energy. And if you don't control your energy, something or someone else does, right? So we're going to speak on to someone else. Now we going back into my videos, if you didn't watch them, please check them out because all my videos, I'm going to try to put them one on top of each other where it's all leading into what I'm talking about. And if I go off track, let me know because my mind has a tendency to go off track sometimes. So please let me know. But, with the energy of letting go, certain people and certain things and certain places of our childhood, we don't realize that we're resonating with those that have been hurt like us or that has trials and tribulations like us. We don't realize that our energy is only connecting to certain things, and that's that we actually have to heal, right? We get around certain people and we're wondering why we're cursing more or why we're doing things that's out of the norm that we normally wouldn't do, right? One of the examples I really wanted to use about energy is something with our children. How we don't realize that the energy that our children pick up around other children can basically make or ruin or break their lives, right? So, for example, I don't watch the news, but I know the news enough not to watch it. Where we have instances where we're watching our sons and our daughters getting into accidents or incidents, and we as parents don't understand or not understanding why. How did this happen to my child? What were they doing? They're not like this. They're not like that. They didn't do this. They didn't like that. They didn't act like that, right? But we never sat and realized that it's the energy that our children are trying to keep up with other children that are like that do move like that do think like that do talk like that, and that do walk like that. For example, let's just talk about, most of our boys, how we have them resonating with other boys because they sit on the corner or they sell drugs or they may, get guns or whatever. We have children that don't resonate with that lifestyle, but because their friend is in that lifestyle and they're with them, now that energy is resonating with that child. No, that child never picked up a gun. No, that child never robbed nobody. No, that child never broken or entered nobody's home. But because that child is walking with another child that does all those things, now they're going to reap the disasters of that energy, just because they want to be their friend, or just because they don't want to walk away from them because of whatever, let's say time, or we grew up together or whatever. But if as a person, that doesn't resonate with who you are deep down inside, you have to be able and you have to be present enough to understand that could be your friend from afar. That could be your friend where you don't have to walk and talk and follow the things that they're doing. Granted, you're not doing it, but just you being, okay, a child is at the mall. And okay, let's say Jason and Nicholas, they're at the mall. Now, Nicholas, he get into whatever he get into. Nicholas gonna steal, Nicholas gonna rob, Nicholas gonna go in the store, he gonna take what he want. Now, Jason, him and Nicholas are really cool, right? They best friends. Jason don't need to steal. Jason don't want to steal. Jason don't believe in stealing. But he love Nicholas. That's his friend, that's his homie, right? That's his ride or die. Now, just because Jason is with Nicholas, and granted, Jason not about to go take nothing. Jason not about to go steal nothing. Jason not about to do nothing Nicholas is doing, but he's just with him at the moment that it's happening. So now you're getting a phone call, mother, about your child, Jason. Oh, Jason is locked up because him and his friend was at the mall and we caught them with such and such and such and such. Now, as a mom, you already, oh no, my son, I know Jason ain't take that. Jason don't need to take nothing. No, Jason don't need to take nothing. What Jason need to do is take his ass home when Nicholas about to go do that shit he about to do, or deal with Nicholas in another aspect of high and by and, just maybe hanging in front of the house or just playing video games. Because again, because Jason is following Nicholas into the store, now he's just as reliable. He's just as in trouble as Nicholas, whether he put his hands in to grab anything or take anything or not, right? And that's how fast energy can transfer. And yes, a lot of people will call it being at the wrong place at the wrong time, but we can't really call it being at the wrong place at the wrong time. What we can call it is us not making better choices and better judgments of who our friends should be and who we should be around at what certain times, right? We have a lot of our men that are with friends that they sell drugs, they steal, they have guns, and a lot of our men don't believe in that, but they're hanging out. They're at the house with them, right? They're at the drug house with them. Now, granted, they not producing no bodies, they not robbing nobody, they not even serving nobody no drugs, but the fact that they're in that home is already setting them up for failure. The fact that they're in that proximity of a crime or a situation that this person knows is a crime, and granted, you might not think because you're not participating, you're dealing or you're interacting in the crime, but because you're in the center of that energy, which we know that energy is nothing but negative, where it's selling, where it's getting caught up with a system that you already know what the outcome is. Why put yourself in that situation? Why put yourself in that environment just to say I'm with my friends, right? You know your friends are not of nothing positive. You know that they're doing low vibrational things. So it's only so long before that low vibrational energy will attack and attach itself to you. Point blank period. Point blank period. In my in my perspective of growing up, I used to hang around females that, they were a little out there. They moved how they move. They like what they like. What made them tick or turn them on made them tick or turn them on. That's their prerogative, right? I wasn't that type of female because of how I grew up, and I was just, I wasn't really into expressing my body in a way that I felt like that made me a woman, right? But we would go around guys, right? And I would be with them. So, of course, the guys know what type of women they are to a certain extent. That's why they called them there. That's why they called them around. So then you got little old me sitting there and I'm not doing that. My ego, my pride up like, oh, I ain't come here for that. I'm with them, right? Oh, were you with them? You know what they do. Yeah, that's what they do. But that ain't what I do, right? So now I'm sitting in the middle of a situation where I'm being disrespected or I'm being belittled because I came with a group of girls that, they like to, mingle and tingle in a way that I don't. And they wondering, well, why you here if you're not willing to mingle and tingle? And as a child or as a young adult, I didn't understand that. And I would hold my own, I get upset. I argue with a couple men, let them know, ain't that type of party. But when I sat back and thought about it, it made sense. Why are you around an environment that you're not about to participate in? How are you upset that these people are upset that you came and they thought that you was part of the participation when you knew what the game was, right? Why at that moment I didn't understand it, but I understand it now. It's like, why put yourself in a situation that you may or may not can't get out of? And me hanging with certain women throughout my life, I actually been in a few situations that when I sit back, at first I blamed them, but then I had to sit back and blame myself. How can I trust in people and look for people to protect me that don't even have protection around them for themselves, right? How can I blame these women to care for me when in my outlook of it, they don't really care for themselves? And it's not to say that, because of how they got around, but me as a woman, that's how I felt. Me as a woman, I carry myself different, and I just felt like I'm not going to get around because I don't like men to sit and discuss me. Right? I don't like for him to say, I had, but that's just me. Everybody carries their trauma differently. And I do know that a lot of us are like that and are promiscuous because of trauma. We're looking for that feel. We're looking for that lost emotion or that lost connection that we got when that trauma happened. But we have to grow and understand that that's something that we have to fight to stay in control of ourselves. But nonetheless, about the energy, I would get upset and argue and, and curse them out. But at the same token, why are you there, queen? Why did you go? Why are you putting yourself in a situation to have to stand up for yourself and tell somebody what you're going to do and what you ain't going to do when you already know what they came to do, right? We want to have friends so bad and we want to be cool so bad that we're willing to sacrifice our common sense to be around people that we know don't make sense for us at that time and that moment in our lives, right? We have so many people that talk about, they're not with low vibrational energy and that they're walking away from negative energy, but they are that negative energy. How can you walk away from something that you haven't even worked on within yourself? How can you walk away from something that you're not willing to even let go of yourself? Let go of for yourself, right? A lot of us men and women are in low vibrational and negative relationships because we don't know how to start over, or we're scared, or we think that nobody else won't connect to us like that person connected to us, not even realizing that that's not even a good connection to be connected to. You deserve more. You feel you deserve more, but for some reason you just settling, and then you arguing every day, or you calling your friends up, trying to make right of the situation that you're choosing to stay in. That's negative. That's low vibrational. That's causing you to now resonate with what is being given to you. And now you're only feeding the fuel in the fire now. You're only tapping into an energy that you said you didn't want to be like, an energy that you said you didn't want to entertain, and an energy that doesn't resonate with your soul. with your soul. And when I sit back and I realize, as I grew up and as I got to this age that I'm at, is that I was in a lot of situations that didn't resonate with my soul, but I just wanted to have friends, and I just wanted to be liked, and I wanted to be loved, and I was willing to sacrifice me to be loved. You know, when I look back, I always sacrificed me for love. You know, I always sacrifice me for love. I always sacrifice me for the low vibrational people that I know didn't mean no good for me or didn't want no good for me. And in retrospect, it was nothing personal because they didn't see no good or want no good for themselves, right? We let our environments and we let television, we let the lyrics of certain music, we let that create us. We adapt to certain things, and then we get upset when those certain things we choose to adapt to start to play out in our future, in our present life, in the now, right? Certain music we listen to that's demeanoring the opposite sex, you know, certain words that we relate to has an instance of mirroring back at us, and we don't even realize that. That's how strong energy is. That's how powerful you are as an energy being, as an energy creator. You create everything you say and think, and you don't even realize it. But you don't realize it because as soon as it's created, you're blaming that person. You're blaming the opposite person when it was you that asked for it. It was you that asked for it when you thought about it. It was you that asked for it when you rehearsed it. It was you that asked for it when you said it over and over again. It was even you that asked for it when you started judging other low vibrational energy fields or other low vibrational situations. For example, we have certain people that will call us and tell us their stories about what they're suffering through, or their trials and tribulations, and we don't even realize that when we start judging their trials and tribulations, the universe has this energy cord that we can't see that now will bring us that person trials and that person situation. And we never sit and thought that, damn, JoJo just went through this, how the hell am I going to do that? Or I said I wasn't about to go through that. Or I told JoJo what I wasn't going to go through, and I don't think she should be going through it. But the universe have a way of allowing you to now go through it to see if you're going to get through it like you told her she should have got through it. Right? That's all energy. It's all energy. It's all energy. And one of our biggest problems with energy is that we don't want to let go of those low vibrational peoples or leave those low vibrational flows because we're comfortable. We're comfortable. And I feel like a lot of us have religion to thank for that. We keep being forgiven. We keep being understanding. But we're not forgiving and understanding when it comes to that soul and how it feels when we're putting ourselves through these things over and over and over again. We say we want peace, but we're scared to leave. We're scared to leave a war. We're scared to leave what's bringing us or what's keeping us from peace. We're scared to leave what is keeping us from peace, right? We don't want to leave that person that we know that keeps breaking us down, keep kicking us. We don't want to do that because, we might have kids with them, or, they've been around for 10, 15, 20 years. But the whole 10, 15, 20 years, they ain't been resonating with you. They've been throwing you off course, off your source, and out of whack mentally, physically, emotionally, but you keep staying. And you keep calling all your other friends, telling them about it, and bringing them within your energy field. And now they got to deal and resonate with it and try to help you get out when in our reality, you're not ready to get out. You don't want to get out. Because something about that energy feels so good. Something about that low vibrational energy or that negative energy feels so right. But you know it's wrong because you got to keep looking for confirmation while you calling other people and telling them your story about it. We don't got to keep telling people our stories to get out of our stories. We don't have to keep telling people what's happening to us to make something better happen for us. All you have to do is move in love, move in light, move towards peace, separation. Even if you got to take a step back to take a step forward, you have to be willing to do that. But a lot of people don't want to do that because they're so used to complaining and they're so used to being down that they don't even see up no more. They don't even believe that something positive can happen for them because through so many years, everything just been so negative and they just don't see no light. And they start to say things like, well, this is life. Well, what else can I do? Well, how you feeling? I don't complain. Why? If you got to complain, complain. If you got a complaint, complain. Complain to yourself and ask yourself, how can I change this complaint and make it better for me? Spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. Right? Right? We were taught to take on energy of low vibration because it would make us strong. Right? But how many people actually feel strong when they're every day waking up screaming, every day waking up arguing, every day waking up cussing, every day waking up fussing? How you feel strong? I know you don't feel strong. I didn't feel strong when I was going through it. So it's no way in hell you could feel strong. Now you start picking up symptoms called anxiety and called depression, right? And at the end of the day, you still blaming that person. But in retrospect, it's you to blame because you don't want to walk away from that person. You don't want to walk away from that person because that energy or that attachment that y'all built to you is worth it all. But it's not worth it all for your sanity. Mentally, you can't deal with it, but you forcing yourself to go through with it. Physically, you can't deal with you, but you physically forcing yourself to go through it. Right? Energy transfer is real. And when they say you are the company you keep, that is real. That is real. You ever notice that when you look around all your friends, I want you to look around all the friends you got and the type of energy that they hold. Is it of high vibration? Is it of love? Is it of peace? Or is it of ignorance? Is it of disrespect? Is it of tolerance for disrespect? Is it of hurt? Is it of pain? You can see your energy field just by the company you're keeping, just by the friends you're calling friends, just by the family you're entertaining, right? How many people you go around that do nothing but judge people and talk down on people, but when you look at a few of them, you say to yourself, you're not one to talk. How can you sit and tell somebody about a story, but you don't want to sit and talk about your own story? How can you sit and call somebody and tell somebody what Peter went through when you're going through the same thing Peter going through? Right? But you don't realize why you can't find peace. Some of y'all not even really looking for peace. If I'm going to be honest, because peace come with release. Release come with healing. Healing come with willing. And a lot of y'all not willing to really seek peace in the way you should because it's all part of you, again, changing who you are deep down inside. And for some reason, you're settled with that. But you're settled with who you are. You tell people that this is how you was born and this is how you were raised. But you don't accept people that think and walk and talk just like you. That feel like you should accept them for who they are. That feel like that's how they was born and that's how they was raised, right? Example, you can go into a poppy store. You having a bad day. Any store. I just said poppy, but any store, any market. And at the cash register, you checking out. You know, you say something. The cash register, how you doing? How you doing? I'm good. I'm good. Just ring out my shit. I'm good, right? Whole attitude for no reason. They looking. They ain't saying nothing, right? And in your mind, that's okay. That's cool. That's cute, right? So not even, let's just say 24 hours go by. And now the situation has reversed itself. Now you with your man or you with your woman. And now how you feeling today? Now I'm good. I'm good. Doing the same thing you saying. You upset. You don't know why she talking to you like she talking to you. Or you don't understand why she expressing herself that way. Or what did I do to her today? But in retrospect, that's how that person at that register felt when you attacked them for no apparent reason. Right? Everything has a way of repeating itself, whether good or bad, right? Whether good or bad. But if you realize we push out more bad than we ever do good. We only want good when something going to work out when it comes to monetary, money, or when it's love, or it's in a relationship at that certain time and that certain moment, right? But you never realize that the energy that you put out, you will get back. So why not put out good energy? Why not put out loving energy? And I know why, because we wasn't taught that. Everything you watch, everything you listen to is of hate, is of fear, is of disgust, is as getting back, right? Is I'm going to get you before you get me, or I'm going to check you before you check me, or I'm going to disrespect you before you disrespect me, but yet you want respect. yet you want peace, right? Excuse me. Yeah, you want all these things, again, like I'm going to say, that you don't walk in, that you don't even believe is possible, because if you believe that it was possible, then you wouldn't be giving it on the opposite end, right? And if you feel like you giving peace and you giving love and you giving respect and you getting it opposite from that opposite end, then that's your option to still deal with these people or still put yourself in these places. Stop allowing yourself to think that you're obligated to stay somewhere that doesn't resonate with your mind, body, and soul. That's your energy. That's your energy you're giving away. And those people around you that's a low vibration, or that is that energy that you're going to absorb, whether it's intentionally or unintentionally. So it's time to start thinking. It's time to start sitting back and really thinking to yourself before you react to anybody, whether of low vibration or high vibration. Is this person even worth it in my energy field in general? Right? No matter who they are. If that person is not willing to change or grow, and you know that you deserve better, and you know that you don't want to keep resonating with them, where you got to keep cursing, arguing, or defending yourself because that don't sit right with your spirit, then it's time for you to ask yourself, do this person belong in my energy field? That's what you have to ask yourself. Stop thinking you're going to change a person by disrespecting them. Stop thinking that you're going to make a person see your point of view by cursing at them back and being disrespectful back. You're not. All you're doing is creating a disrespectful, low vibrational moment in time, in life for yourself. And what you reap, you will sow, and what soul will be reaped. I want you to really understand that and understand that. Everything we do is a reflection. So the people around you is not reflecting the energy that you want to express. Honey, take the mirror down. Remove them people from your mirror field, from your energy field. Trust me, you're not missing out on nothing. And if a person is not willing to change, then that means that they don't mind missing out on you. And that's okay. We have to get in a mindset of being okay by starting over. We have to get in a mindset of being okay by being alone. You being alone for you. You're not being alone for nobody else. And don't think you about to miss out on what's for you. We might be in this generation where we're meant to be alone. We might be in this generation where we're not meant to have children. We might be in this generation, in this moment right now, where we're not meant to even have friends. Maybe you just came here to grow and to let go of people and to find yourself by yourself. Maybe. But you have to be willing to walk alone and able to even attract the energy that you're looking for. All the moping, all the crying, all the sobbing, all the repeating of cycles and the repeating of the same men you keep meeting, it's because you're the same energy. You haven't changed, so why would the men you meet change? Make that make sense. The way you express yourself and the way you handle certain situations haven't changed, so why would the energy that's surrounding you change? You attract what you are. And if you're tired of attracting what you are, you have to be willing to change who you are. That's it. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's it. That's all, y'all. That's it. That's all. I'm going to come back because it'll be a little long. I'm going to do a little part 2. A little, that's not going to be too long. Just a little ending of energy, Again, my perspective. That's all it is. No judgment. I'm judging me, if anything. I'm only judging me. And I'm only telling you the judgments that I found within myself and outside of myself. And what's making me think better, see things better, and create a better life for me. So I want that for all y'all. I want that for not just me, for everybody. So why not share it, right? I want everybody to have a great evening on purpose, with purpose, okay? Have a great day, a great weekend, a great rest of your week on purpose, with purpose. And choose love, choose peace. You choose. Stop letting people choose it for you. You choose it. Stop letting people choose what your day about to be like. Stop letting people choose how you about to feel. You choose. I want you to start choosing you. Okay? Stay blessed. Stay patient. Stay kind. That's it. That's it. That's all. Love you guys.